Well, that was a huge surprise to find out that Streets of Rage 4 is going to be coming out. I honestly didn't believe it at first when I heard the announcement, and then I saw the trailer, and then I looked around on various different games websites, and yes, it is 100% happening. Now, of course, information-wise, we don't really have anything to go on so far in terms of what console it's going to be on, or consoles, or PC, or anything like that. And also, we don't have any release date of sorts, so as far as we know, it's just kind of in development. But we did get a tiny snippet of gameplay, and it does have a hand-drawn art style, which honestly, I'm not 100% sold on. I don't necessarily hate it, like maybe some people might think, but at the same time, it's not necessarily what I was expecting the fourth game to look like. But it has been over 20 years since the last Streets of Rage game, so what was I really expecting? I'm not 100% certain on that. But ultimately, the two main things are going to be the gameplay and the soundtrack. Those two things go hand in hand for me, and if you don't have one, it's not really a Streets of Rage game anymore. It just becomes a generic beat 'em up. So they have to get the gameplay right, they have to get that soundtrack solid as well. Obviously, on the soundtrack side of things, we have to hope that they're gonna get, or is already involved, Yuzo Koshiro, who did the soundtrack to the Streets of Rage games before. We have to hope that he's going to be involved in the soundtrack process and hopefully being directly in control of the new tracks that are hopefully going to be in Streets of Rage 4. However, as a compromise, what I thought would be a good option, especially for people like myself who are fans of the series, in particular Streets of Rage 2 being one of my favourite retro games of all time, I thought as a good compromise you could do sort of a compilation of the best tracks from Streets of Rage 1, 2 and 3 and put that as the soundtrack for Streets of Rage 4. Or as a slight twist on that, again take those same tracks but do them as remixed versions, so they still play a kind of homage to the original tracks, but they have a new twist on them and they sound a little bit different, but they still have that core feel to them, if you get what I mean. I think that would be a good compromise if we can't get a new sort of soundtrack. The danger, of course, of having a completely new soundtrack is it could completely fall flat and it could be a complete disaster. I don't think that would happen if Yuzo Koshiro was involved personally, but it is a concern. We don't really know anything about any of the soundtrack aspects so far because it is super early days. So yeah, I'm really happy that this is going to be happening, and I'm looking forward to hearing more information about the game in terms of not just how it looks but how it plays, also of course the soundtrack, how that's going to play out. And yeah, I look forward to hearing more information, but at the minute I'm excited but anxious to hear more because I'm not 100% sold on it yet, but still at the same time really excited for it. So anyway guys, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Also tell me what you think about Streets of Rage 4. Are you excited for it? And what are your thoughts on it as well? Put those in the comments below. I'll be interested to read those. Yeah, that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.